Hello and welcome to HammerHelm, which is in Alpha 14.3. I had been looking for this for quite a while. Been very encouraged by all the frequent updates to this game, and Janni from BU4U Gaming was nice enough to give me a key for this so I can get a chance to look around and see all the great things that they've been adding in. And so recently they're talking about weapons and armor updates, so there's like some iron looking stuff in there, and they added a whole bunch of different trees, so it looks pretty nice in game here. I just tried out a little bit of it, not too much to get, just enough to kind of like know the workings of the game, and I look forward to being able to like furnish my houses and such like that. So a little bit of tutorial-ish stuff at the beginning. I think I have all the trees on. I'm going to create a new character, just for funsies. And we'll stick with the purple. We'll make her purple colored. So hairstyles, lots of different kinds of things, because you're going to be looking at your character. Alright, let's put some color on her. Beards, I guess, are just for the guys. Oh well. Alright, so let's go ahead and start that up. So this in the background is like what you could actually like make in game. Same with the trees, and the background is what it's going to kind of look like. So, going through here gives you a little bit of information. I got a bobbing ribbons and hair kind of thing going on here. So we got minimap on the top right. We got inventory. Okay, I put that in slot 1 before, and I was like, I don't want to do that. Equip the weapon. Equip the shield. We're done with that. You can get skills as you level up. You can get a little bit of running, a little bit of rolling action, and jumping. I really dislike games where you cannot jump, so it is always nice. And you can do a little zoom in and out, so you can kind of decide how close you want to have your character going. And the bottom down below is your stuff. You kind of start with a bit of stuff, so that's kind of nice. P, get into building. So you're going to need a storehouse and a wooden house. Stone, you could afford it, but they want you to do, one of these thingies. So we want to craft one of these, and this is your buildable area. So we kind of started like up here, and I just traveled south, I guess, because there's the water over here. And so eventually you can put some walls and stuff around. So I'd like to kind of plan it with a wall in mind, because I'm not sure of how big everything's going to be. But I also like to have double roads. So for here, I'm going to try to do that. I am really bad at getting names for things sometimes, but we got lots of different things around here. Alright, so we get to choose a couple. So I like this one. This looks like all positives. I think they're kind of randomized here. So finding a couple that have multiple positives is pretty nice. I think this one will be great to also have. This looks pretty much just all bad. Positive and negatives, okay. We'll see about that. Alright, so XP for making that, and there we go. They are constructing that right now. And I think they'll, yeah, each character, I don't know if it's randomized or they have a couple like they have a bunch of pre-made stuff or they just randomize everything. We'll see about that. So once it's made, you can go in through the door, look around. So I'm guessing this is bread. So that might be the food. Oh, he's cut down a tree. It was in the middle of the stuff. There's more food. This is stone. What did it say? G. Oh, okay, nice. So when you do start picking up stuff and you want to drop it off, that looks really good. I didn't get that or pay attention to that last time I was playing. Alright, so we want to speak to you. T. You can get usually a little bit of information. You can tell them what to get. I think they're getting wood right now. And sometimes these other two will be in red rather than grayed out. So obviously some goblins. And the mini-map changes. So the hammer, I think, is like this, like your city kind of area. Got a nice little beach and such over there. And I think in general, these guys will start clearing stuff out that's inside the map area. Alright, so different arrows this way. And running, of course, uses up the stamina. I do not know if there's a rest feature. So we're still in town. We are almost to the edge. See, he just took down a tree over there. Although that was not inside the limits. We'll see. Shift V lets you see your peoples. And what they're currently is chopping down wood. So you can kind of keep track of that if you start, I don't know, have too much wood. Is there such a thing? I don't know, you're always building with it, so. Alright, so we're fighting these guys. And sometimes I've noticed they'll move as a group, and sometimes they won't. So I think the tricky part in this is I don't use my middle mouse button really much, so ours, trying to remember to do that. Left clicking is easy enough. It's the dodging left and right, and it's Shift S, and I don't really use that much. So dash attack F. So it's a little bit of just kind of remembering a few of this. So Shift S. Okay, nice. Dodge. So right now, one only seems to be attacking. Oh, he's gonna come up. Alright, and not hit yet. There we go. I think I hit R. And I did not dodge onto that one fast enough. Alright, so you only get stuff at the end. We're gonna loot all the leather. I think we got a little bit of gold for that too. So in order to make more things for the town, we're gonna need to loot more stuff. And as you can see, there is a large variety of trees now in here. I think they added in the birch recently. I don't know about the maples and stuff, but they're very nice to have this big variety in different kinds of trees. Alright, roots. We're pretty much just gonna have to dodge out of the way. Alright, so the pink bars, the brute guy. Oh, they both were attacking. Alright, and then he does like this whirlwind thing, and you want to get out of that. That's for sure. And really much like the day-night cycle as well. Those are always nice to have those in a game. Alright. Trying to see who's doing what. It must be up against a tree. So perspective will change if you're zoomed out a little bit, which is nice because then you kind of know if you're getting backed into a corner as well. Get out of that way of that mess, that's for sure. And it seems definitely that you don't get in trouble if you just sit there and block. Maybe you will if it was like a power attack like with Brute. That might be kind of messy. I wish the fires would stay there, but that's because I like the light source. But that, you know, it makes sense. So we have your normal attackers, the ones that'll do the special whirlwindy or extra damage attacks, and then spellcasters, which are always a god pain. So you want to be moving and not being where he's shooting at, that's for sure. You can manage to get him to hit his friend, though. That's kind of nice. You're attacking. You're doing your spell thingy. It is kind of a lot to remember, it seems. To me, anyhow. Until I get kind of used to it. Alright, getting a little bit banged up. I don't know, see, you can take like damage over time while it's still doing its thing. So if I hit 8, there we go. We'll take a bit of a potion and it will heal up some. Do not want to be in his thing. However, backstab kind of thing seems to work pretty good. And the power attack doesn't stay on for very long. Alright. They are all dead. And some more stuff. Alright, so it is nice to have the little hammer icon to kind of know which direction for town. Because with all these trees, you can get a little lost. I don't think there's an actual map. I mean, you'll get the map function when you get close to town, though. And I'm not sure if you can do some of your own gathering of stuff out here, or if you just have everyone else do it. So, right there. Edge of town. And then we can see some of the... You can't go past it on the map anyhow. Alright. So, it appears that someone is in the warehouse. Also gained a skill point from that. Alright, let's look at I first. Spells can be pretty nasty. If there is any regeneration, that would be the best kind of thing. So avoiding death, that's always a good one. Killing blow, I haven't been able to use that quite well enough. You can do damage by blocking. Interesting. More treasure, that's always a nice one to have. Use up less stamina. Increase dashed skill attack. I have not done that one yet. This one or this one always seems pretty good to me. I'll go with... Can we click or left click or... Okay. You have to be pretty precise on that, apparently. Pretty precise. Alright, so we're still in at 86 out of 100 hit points. And this is what I had a little bit of trouble before. Is once I got noticed, this one guy wanted to shoot while, yeah, let's see, doing this kind of thing. Not good. Do not want to be stuck in here. So I'm gonna run out. Don't think they attack the people. Although this guy, you think he should run out. There we go. Alright, so I'm not liking the green stuff, that's for sure. Alright. Taking a little bit of damage from that. And didn't look like anything else. Just some gold or something. Next, they want another house and a metal worker. So there's also these different categories. I think this is like the all kind of thing. House. They've cleared off a decent amount of stuff there. House. We could put one there. So I guess every time you're putting down houses, you're getting more people. So that's kind of nice. Being in the mine, that's kind of good. But if they gotta transport stuff back, I don't know if that might be kind of bad. Ugh. Loves to grow crops but eats more food. Go figure. Sleepy and trendy. Takes care of clothes and needs less clothes. That's kind of nice. Sometimes needs a nap. So if she stayed in town, that might be good. I don't know about food yet, but growing food is definitely going to be a thing. I think this whole slow thing is going to be pretty bad. So let's get two red or blue tunic peoples. All right, and the metal workshop. There we go. So those are going to get constructed there. Alright, and then we can also look inside. Right now, no furniture, but there's plenty of places for furniture for peoples. So we got to get some sort of shop that will make the furniture and such. Let's... Hi, you. You're one of the new peoples. So we can have her switch. Your worker. That's great. Well, she's still hammering. There we go. Now that's done. And inside, of course, it looks so great. Just let me have all the stuff, but no. It's all decoration. I don't get to have any of that pretty stuff. Okay, so the Shift V was where we had all people. Strong, can carry more resources. We probably want to keep them on that. Foodie, cooks, loves to craft and sometimes make masterworker. I don't know if that applies to any specific categories, but both of those traits are really nice. I'm assuming maybe you can make really good food at some point. I don't know. For right now, we don't have a cook, so let's just... I do not want to rename her. Alright, so really tricky there. I do not want you named there. Okay, so now it actually is done. You just have to... these buttons are really small, and I think you have to kind of get right on like the middle head of the axe. So love the pointer. It's just very meticulous on it. Alright, so talk to her. She's like, okay, can craft using leather and ore. That's great. Copper. You can find some copper. That would be great. So there is 3 copper ore deposits near town. You got a little pointer going in that direction. And I think that'll get to looking at that sort of stuff in that direction next time. But this is still in alpha, and Janni is super sweet for giving this to me so I can play a kind of dwarven banished kind of thing where I'm setting up my roads, and hopefully I can put in some pretty decorations and stuff at some point. Definitely furnishing the houses. That'll be pretty nice as well. And gathering our resources and such. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.